Good afternoon, friends, and welcome. I'll be sharing live trades and results with you. We'll be evaluating how well these trades work out. We'll be benchmarking this against the S&P 500. I'm expecting to be outperforming it every month. Along the way, I'll also be sharing some lessons I've learned about investments, trading, and building wealth. And of course, the mandatory disclaimer. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It should not be interpreted as advice. And with that, let's get into it. All right, well, we've had some big challenges here. Our last trade occurred back here several days ago. We sat out of the market at this point, basically had a flat trade and sat out this whole period too. So the S&P is definitely getting some gains on us, but we are sitting out of the market. You know, when Adam takes an exit like this, which actually occurred at the close on this day, we're looking to buy at a lower price, and you can see the market opens up at a lower price, but just takes off. And at that point, we're going to wait and see what happens. Problem is, it kept going on for several days. You know, there was one pullback here, thought about going in, but just ended up sitting out too many days. However, on this particular day, there was a big gap down and a drop in the market. So Adam thought, well, let's pull the trigger here. We don't particularly like this trade setup because we are buying at a higher price. We were hoping to pick it up at a lower price, but we're going to go ahead and make an entry there. You can watch that order go in live, and this trade is on. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the lines on the chart. They are showing some oddities, but we're going to fade into the close of this trade. Unfortunately, little technical problems. Wasn't able to capture this live, but you can see our entry was at the close of this day. Next day there was a drop, another drop the following day. Market popped back up, and Adam has had enough of this trade. It is I would call it a catastrophe because we sat out a lot. We lost a lot of ground against the S&P 500, our benchmark. Took basically a flat trade. The S&P was turning ahead. We got in, took a loss. So that's the end of this trade. Let's head over to the tracking sheet and see how we did. All right, well, I have to tell you, this looks pretty bad, but I said I would show you all the trades, and sometimes this is what happens. So that trade closed on July 22nd. The S&P was at 554.65. I think I remember telling you that we had sat out of the market quite a bit, and the S&P made some excellent gains, went up about 2% since our last trade. We were sitting out of the market, and when we went in, we took a little bit of a loss, 0.78. So we are now down to 11.77. Here's kind of the good news. 11% is not a bad return, but compared to our benchmark, we are failing badly. So taking a look at our key metrics, percent winning trades are a little below the expected. We want to be around 70. We're at 67. But being at 0.7 when we want to be greater than 1, if this keeps up, Adam and I are going to have a serious sit down because the results are pretty bad. But you can see based on our charts too, we are definitely trailing by, looks like 5%, pretty significant. And, year over year, we're still doing okay, our 4-year view, but 2024 is not panning out so well. So hopefully on our next trade, we're going to pick up a little ground. We'll hopefully look to see the market drop and us get in. But the only way to find out is check us on our next video. That's it for today. How do you think we're doing? Please comment below and let me know how this compares to other investments you've seen. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. It should not be taken or interpreted as advice. Until next time.